All right, now we gonna keep teaching lessons because at the same time, I told you I'm tired of this shit. I said Pastor Greg Lockey. Man spells his name Locké. I mean, he can pronounce it however he wants. I really don't know what the fuck he pronounces his name as and stuff. I just know that Bonnie Myers Anderson put that shit out there. I saw Lockey, because it's Locké, Lockey, and yeah, everybody cuss him out. See, on the nose, see, yeah, everybody cuss him out. Oh, he ain't had nobody cuss him out. Really? Yeah. Lock. Now, what did I dream the other night that my father sent me? And I said, that was a fucked up dream. It was some white man, trying to put me in chains. Well, it wasn't me. It was like a whole lot of people. As the storm was brewing, it was coming. Man, as I looked at this shit, and people were casting a spell, meaning that they were actually speaking against it. Then that motherfucker got scared because you couldn't kill him because he was very much alive. See, that was a dream. They tried to kill him with the truth, but you couldn't kill that shit with the truth. It was a knife that they were using. The knife represented truth. They were trying to kill it. You can't kill it with the truth. Because the thing is, that shit still exists, but the thing is still scared of a force outside of itself, which basically you don't control, which is part of nature. My father is a part of nature. And that shit was coming. And what they did was they took the chains off themselves and they put that chain on that motherfucker. Are you now paying attention to me as to how I dream and what I see? You take this shit off of yourself and you put that shit on another, and at the same time make that other motherfucker subject to that which they're trying to make you bondage to. But you ain't worried about that, are you? No. Because see, you're intelligent, thinking individuals that actually come from God, the source of all consciousness. Now, this is why I think you motherfuckers are hysterical. If he can teach me, and I really don't think much of myself, but at the same time, I know I'm a child of God. He said, but I didn't raise you to be a child, I raised you to be a man. And I understand my own story. What the fuck happened to you? And you said, well, you live in the streets. And you sold yourself for a price. The whore of Babylon is a prostitute. You do realize that, don't you? Jesus, one of your favorite stories in the Bible, worked with Mary Magdalene. She was a prostitute. That means she let anything and everything lay with her just to live. And that's what you're doing now. What the fuck do you want me to teach you that you do not see in a fucking story, people? And now you want to sit there and tell me I don't know who the fuck I am. I told you, you can go to hell. And that's where you are. Everything I say. See, the Knight of Swords. When I see this card, that's my father coming with the quickness to tell you the truth. As he has me speaking. He ain't thinking about you. He said, y'all stupid. He will pick one soul, any soul that he wants, to actually relate some shit. You either hear it or you don't. Now, does that mean that I'm favored? Yes or no? I had a moment with him. Many people have moments with him. That's why I don't sit there and say I can condemn anyone's soul for what they say. Because in a moment you can see it. You can actually see it, say it, and speak something that he might want to say. Even with a teacher. She said, God hears my prayers. I couldn't tell that woman that he didn't hear her prayers because I know where she came from. Not just because she told me the story, but because she lived it. And she was grateful for the opportunity to be there for somebody else. And people were sitting there saying, you've been the best teacher I've ever had. And I said that to her. I just watched her trying to be the best person she could be. And she's a good person. I told you what she told me. She said, you can learn and use the computer. She couldn't understand why I had to. She said, well, maybe you'll get that job. I couldn't tell her everything. I was in there pulling some change out of my pants pocket. My sweats. I told you. See, I could tell you all kind of shit that my father has shown me in terms of stories and what they mean to me. But they don't mean anything to you until you go through it. Then, at some point in time, you're going to stumble across this shit, and then you're going to sit there and say, why didn't somebody tell me this before? Like Doreen Virtue talking about, why didn't somebody teach her about Christ? When you're done. I told you, just because doesn't mean. I told you. The best stories when I was a kid, let's just acknowledge this a long time ago. Lisa knows. I said, we're about God. And I used to say, why would the people sit there and test God? And then at the same time, now understand that he will get you if you get the shit wrong. Now, we're talking about he will get you. Okay, that has multiple layers of meaning. He will get you. He will first understand where you're coming from, and then he will get you, meaning that he will come for you, and then at the same time, not to prove you right, but to prove you wrong. Even as he might prove you right about some things in the process. The world we live in has so many ideologies, so many belief systems, it's not even funny. And then you subscribe to them. Taliban, ISIS, you name it. I mean, you give rise to your own demise, but you do realize that's all devilish shit. As you say. I mean, your military, your police force, all that shit, that is still a derivative of what you say is ISIS. It's about you sitting there saying what is fit to live. You have never once discounted the fact that when you killed somebody, said it was wrong. And then you want to sit there and say that you know Jesus. And Jesus was about life. He was about peace. Now, you use as an example those who actually try and do something, meaning stay in their hand. Well, you know, they got killed because. So, you get quicker to the trigger. Not a problem. But you need to understand something, people. Now, what are you doing? You are buying up armament. Guns. You ain't just doing that shit overseas that you're worried about, you know, Iran sitting there building a nuclear arsenal and, or Korea. It's North Korea. Building up nuclear armament, or what the Russians are doing over there. You don't even know what they're doing because Donald Trump don't even he don't even let you look that way. But here in this country, these states, they trying to change the laws. These motherfuckers can't buy guns up fast enough for the laws change. You don't see what that is? That's you preparing for your own demise. Suicide. You say it's a God-given right. No, it's a constitutional right made by mankind. They ain't got shit to do with God. Just because you throw God in the mix of some shit that you write, don't mean that God had anything to do with it. It has to do with the fact that that's what you want. You want to kill yourself. And you've been doing target practice on things that you say are less than you until you get to you. I told you, I'm like looking at you people and I'm like, y'all straight up cray. And I don't care that you sit there and say that the majority or that which is basically supposed to be running this shit is the white people. We don't know what you think about yourself. You know what you think about your women. Your women had it good for a while, but now they don't have it so good. That's why they out there talking about you. Who do you give credit to the Me Too movement? It had nothing to do with a woman of color. It had everything to do with a woman who was white. I told you, y'all are full of shit. And you talk about the fact that it's about you. It ain't never been about you. Now you find some money in it. With your judicial systems and your court of laws and all that kind of shit. And then you got, what's girlfriend's name? Kanye West's wife, Kim Kardashian. I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to go here and I'm going to free somebody. She freed one person. I met with Donald Trump and he freed the Negress. That ain't what she said. But that's what it actually plays like into the ethers. See, y'all don't understand. I don't really give a fuck what you call yourself doing now. Because the thing is, once you talk some shit, that's all it is. It's shit. A way of life is not a bullet point. It's not something that you just espouse in a moment and then somebody benefits from it, one person. It's a way of life for everybody, and you ain't doing that shit. And then at the same time, you want to sit there and tell me I am ignorant. That's why when Oprah talked about her school in Africa, I'm going over to school over here in the States, because somebody asked her, I saw her. Somebody asked her, are you going over to school here? Oh yeah, I'm working on that. How long does it take for you to work on that shit? Tyler Perry paid off some Walmart shit, some layaway shit. All the money he has. Now, how long does it take for you to do some other shit like that? Seriously, you would need to understand what I'm saying, people. For all the money that you now have, and it comes from all walks of life, and these people of color, Yana Van Zant and all that kind of shit, why are they not doing more than what they do? And that's a question you need to ask. And if I told you, if my father allows me to treat you the same, what you gonna do? And see, and that's why I have an argument with my father. I'm like, what, you don't want me to do anything for these people? So that's why I live in poverty? Because I actually care. I'm an asshole. He says, now watch, learn, and listen. Etufel kutufel teka. Tifa. Well, I've already turned over a lot of cards. See, that's the card of knowing. It's not supposed to be the card of forgiveness, but I ain't gonna forgive you for shit. Oh, that's the card of him being stubborn. And the thing is, you're gonna be stuck on stupid for a while. I really don't know how long. The devil's supposed to be caged for 1,000 years, but he's gonna be caged a lot longer than that. That's what he's been working on. You asking him to sit there and now not just talk about some shit, but work your shit out. Now, how many souls are there in this planet, much less in the ether, to have to come back through? And when will you know that he's worked through all of them and given them that fair shake that you say you're entitled to? Stupidity is yours. Mankind has made. What you will not do is now make me your bitch. What I'm going to do is tell you what I said. And I'm done. Now, I need to eat something, I think. Because I've not eaten. Okay, one area I had tacos. Another area breakfast. I only have so many days here in this place. And I told you, see, you don't pay me for my work, so that means I'm steadily trying to figure out a way to keep my shit going. And I guess I could live in my truck. Because I don't have a computer anymore. I have this phone. And once I don't have this phone anymore, what you gonna do? You say, oh, no. I'm a bitter bitch. You already know that. My father told me yesterday, he said, don't you even invest. And see, when I invested before, it was in the next year. He said, don't invest in that. Fuck it. Bye.